proposal would constitute a humiliating defeat to Hamas. Without eradicating the governing entity in Gaza, Smotrich said in a video statement addressed to Netanyahu, "A government headed by you will have no right to exist." Asked whether Smotrich, who is not a member of Netanyahu's war cabinet, had details of any Egyptian proposal, his spokesman didn't immediately comment. Western countries, including the U.S., have urged Israel to refrain from attacking the border cities, citing potential catastrophic civilian casualties. Watch: is starvation an Israeli weapon in Gaza? As the world waits for a ceasefire and a permanent end to the bloody conflict, the question arises: what will the day after look like for Gaza once the war is over? Sigrid Kaag, UN Senior Humanitarian and Reconstruction Coordinator for Gaza, talks to VNS. Israel may be violating international law in Gaza, U.S. officials in internal memo. Some senior U.S. officials have advised Secretary of State Blinken that they do not find credible or reliable Israel's assurances that it is using U.S.-supplied weapons in accordance with international humanitarian law, according to an internal memo reviewed by Reuters. Other officials upheld support for Israel's representation. Under a National Security Memorandum, NSM, issued by Biden in February, Blinken must report to Congress by May 8 whether he finds credible Israel's assurances that its use of U.S. weapons does not violate U.S. or international law. By March 24, at least 7 State Department bureaus had sent their contributions to an initial options memo to Blinken. Parts of the memo, which has not been previously reported, were classified. The submissions to the memo provide the most extensive picture to date of the divisions in the department over whether Israel might be violating international humanitarian law in Gaza. A joint submission from 4 bureaus: Democracy, Human Rights and Labor, Population, Refugees and Migration, Global Criminal Justice and International Organization Affairs, raised serious concern over non-compliance with international humanitarian law during Israel's prosecution of the Gaza war. The assessment from the bureaus said Israel's assurances were neither credible nor reliable. It cited 8 examples of Israeli military actions that the official said raise serious questions about potential violations of international humanitarian law. On Thursday, the Arabic language spokesperson of the department resigned, becoming the 3rd official to resign in opposition to Washington's policy on Israel's war on Gaza since October 7. Abbas thanks Jordan PM for support during meeting in Riyadh, report. President Abbas met Jordanian Prime Minister Bishr Kassaneh on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum special meeting in Riyadh, Wafa reported. During the meeting, Abbas expressed his appreciation for King Abdullah II's support for the Palestinian cause and their right to an independent state with its capital in the occupied East Jerusalem. VNS News 24 hours with you, bringing today's latest news in the world in a simple and safe way.